people, unfortunately. Sorry for the disruption, but Sean was having some difficulty there with his phone, and then audio was an issue, and that's a problem that we have with technology these days.
Yeah. Yeah, so where we left off, yeah, with my production, as I said, I'm a person who love music, especially songs from the 70s and 80s, you know? And I went to a show here in Philadelphia where I met the late Alton Ellis, John Holt, and the late Upton Lewis, and Ken Booth was also there. And we was there in the hallway of their dressing room, just having casual conversation about music. And all of them agreed. They said, maybe I'm not a singer, but to the knowledge that I had for music, maybe I should just do something in music, So years later, as I get older, and have the time, I just said, well, take their advice and go ahead and do something in music. So I start doing some producing. And the record label name is Shakur Prendergast Entertainment. And the label was a tribute to my son also, of giving him some responsibility as a young man. 17, he just had his birthday last month. He turned 17. So that's where the production, comes up. So I'm teaching him what I know in the business, because he's also a producer on the EP too of the song. Well, I had a 4-song EP about to put out, and the artist that's on the EP, I got Rod Pinnock, I got Kay Palmer, and I got Torch, and I got this upcoming female with one of the most unique voice by the name of Mona Gold.
Yeah, big up yourself, Rod. Big up yourself.
Yeah, and those 4 songs, whenever people heard those 4 songs are classics, 4 classics within their own unique rights. And, I have many other projects that's in the pipeline to put out also. But those songs, they registered and everything. So it's just about me just setting a date for their release. Well, actually, I'm sure if they listen to some of my work that I did, my humanitarian work that I did with Big Stone, they will hear those songs often blasting in the background. Rod Pinnock, Bermuda Triangle, the System for Equal Rights, Sometimes in Life Mess Up, real nice song. And you will hear Kay Palmer, Instead of Thinking of Death, Manifest Your Blessings. And that's the name of the rhythm to all. So Manifest Your Blessings. I choose to give it name Manifest Your Blessings because all my life, I've been through so much turmoil, but I have been blessed, No matter the precipice that I fall in, I'm always, there's always some angels surround me to pull me up, And then you got a beautiful song by Torch, it called Free. and then Mona Gold song is Come Give Me Your Love.
Yes.
Yeah, go. You was about to say something, Miss Lumley. Miss Lumley.
Yes, and I just wanted to touch on the fact that, yes, the fact that it's Black History Month, you know, and us,
Yeah, I'm listening to you, Miss Lumley.
okay, so, you know, I'm getting a feedback here. That's why I'm kind of wondering what's going on. So what I was gonna say is that because it's, yeah, I'm getting a delay here in the recording.
It's clear on my side.
Okay. Okay, so I just want to say that because it's Black History Month, okay, so because it's Black History Month and it's also Reggae Month, and our ancestors have done so much, while we are here can continue with the legacy. And what you're doing, Sean, in terms of giving back, it represents us as a nation, represent us as a people. And we must continue to build legacy. It's a legacy building. And what you're doing, it's really legacy. Because when you're gone, Shakur and many others will be around and will remember you, what you've done and what you're doing in the community. So I must say, I must commend you for your good work that you're doing and continue doing what you're doing in the community, representing our nation, you know?
Yes, well, I
It's
will
a great,
continue.
yes. Well, you know me all the time, you know, I always bigging you up for what you're doing in the community, and it's very well appreciated. And I know that the person, yes, and I know the people that you're associated with are the people that you're helping. They very much appreciate what you're doing. And before you go, maybe you can touch a little bit on the Junior Bowles birthday celebration.
Yes, well, the Junior Biles, Junior Biles, ever since I was a kid, I always been listening to Junior Biles because, I mean, he had such sweet melody in his voice. Whatever song Junior sing, whether it's a long way, fade away, or curly locks, it just always sounds soothing. And for years, I always been asking what happened to Junior Biles, what happened to Junior Biles. And about sometime in 1997, I was inquiring about Junior Biles, and someone told me that, he was in the street down Parade, he wasn't doing too good. And, it really put a damp on my spirit, because to know that he did so much for Jamaica as an icon, with so many other icons that passed on the torch. So when Big Stone told me that he was gonna, arrange this birthday party for him, I said, no problem. I said, look, if there's anything that I can do, I'm gonna do it because that's Junior Biles. And the recognition that he gotten, he should have gotten way more recognition than that. And before I go, I'm gonna use your platform, and as you say, it's Black History Month, and I'm gonna big up the minister Babsy Grange for what she is doing and the contribution that she puts in for our vintage artists, because it seemed like nobody respect and or give the respect that's due to those specific type of icons in Jamaica. And I think that the government, they should do more, because these artists, Jamaica politicians is not what bring tourists to our shores. In Jamaica, artists like Junior Biles and all those who have paid the way, they are the one why all these plane hit the tarmac in Jamaica to come and visit our country, because these guys been singing songs and bringing people from all walks of life to Jamaica, and people wouldn't even realize the contribution that these people and these foundation artists has set. And I think that Junior Biles, he deserves way more than he's getting right now, because he has paid his dues. So when Big Stone tell me, I had to honor him and give him that token of my appreciation by sponsoring the cake and refreshments and stuff. And I want to applaud Big Stone also again. Just continue doing the work that you're doing. And we're gonna continue to do this type of work until the last breath leave our body.
Right. And
I also even the late Uri, that was one of my projects too. I gave him a beautiful mural down there on Olympic Way and Kling Avenue. That was a project that the foundation and the Rudolph Prendergast Foundation and the Shakur Entertainment as sponsored. And also Patrick Duncan over there in Annette Garden over there in Mexico. That mute, he's also mute, and he's also he cannot speak. He's deaf and he's dumb, and he cannot hear. We also, the foundation also sponsored a nice 1-bedroom house over there in Annette Garden for him over there in Mexico. And that's Patrick Duncan. And that was with the help of Jason Cross from the Gleaner. He was with the Gleaner then. I think he's with the Observer now. A young reporter. You know, I want to big up Jason Cross, and I also want to big up Andre Williams too for the Evans Sterling story too. And that house that was built down there in Annette Garden for Patrick Duncan, that was also through the legendary George Pang too, you know. I want to big up George Pang wherever he is. And people might say this and say that, but he's a great guy. And that's why I gave him the tribute. That's why I gave him the tribute of giving him a mural down there in Annette Garden too. Because he also contributed to a lot of song that we was dancing to when we was kids. Through Powerhouse Record.
Yes.
He has produced major artists such as a Junior Reid, a Half Pine, Frankie Paul, Tristan Palmer, Michael Palmer, a lot of those guys. And that's why on the mural that was painted that I give him as a tribute, if you go down there in Annette Garden, you will see it's the Half Pint LP that say greetings. That's what they paint on the wall down there because he also produced that song. So I want to big him up too also, you know, and commend him for the work that he's been doing, you know, throughout his community and, you know, working with other area people, you know, to keep the peace in his neck of the wood, you know?
Yes, and
yeah, go ahead, Ms. Lumley.
yes, and what I'm gonna say, yes, yeah, what I'm gonna say is that we have so much to appreciate. We have so much. We have so much to appreciate. We have so much to celebrate for Black history. Because we're creating history, you know, we're creating history here. That even when we're gone, the generation that's coming up, they're going to be looking back and said, you know what, this person did this or this person did that. So we must continue on this journey, right? And this is why the Revolution Talk Show was created, to recognize the veterans like Mr. Boyle and many others, you, Roy, and you know their name will forever live on and on and on through the industry, right? So, Sean, if you can just share with the audience where you can be found, or direct them to your website.
Yeah, well, they can just Google the Rodolph Prendergast Foundation Inc. and they will just, you know, touch on the link and they will see all the information that they need to see. And it's one more person in Jamaica that I wanna take my hat off to, and that's Rodney Pride. Bounty Killer.
Yes.
Been doing some fantastic work with his foundation too also. And I just want to big up everybody with a foundation that's doing, you know, the humanitarian stuff around the island or wherever they choose to do so. And for the 2022, it's a lot of work I had that we had in store, you know,
yes,
to do.
And yeah, there are lots of work in the making, you know, as we.
Yeah, go ahead, Ms. Lumley.
So, on behalf of the Revolution crew, Eglinton TV, Tivoli.com, itsyourturn.org, I'm going to take this opportunity to say a happy Black History Month, a happy Reggae Month, and also a happy Nia, which is the Kwanzaa journey that I started back in December of last year. So Nia means purpose. And in everything that we do, we must do it with a purpose. So again, good afternoon, everyone. It's Jannette Lumley on the Revolution Talk Show. Until next time, I'm hoping that in your community, you're making a difference in people's lives. Have a good afternoon.